हरि ओम शं नो मित्रस्यं वरुणः शं नो भवत्वर्यमा शं न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शं नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. The next lesson is lesson number 36. Planets help for expansion. This is one of the most important lessons. Once again, planets, how they help for the expansion. So here, the planet help us in our expansion. We should begin to feel how our expansion will be. First of all, we have to think about our expansion. First of all, we should try to expand our consciousness. What is expansion? So, to put it in a simple way, how we can understand the expansion is, I am not going deep into the spiritual or philosophical side of it. I will give you a small example. When we are very young, studying in the college, with the help of the parents, and we think about ourselves only, ourselves, our studies, our games, our enjoyment, our likes, our joy. We think about ourselves only. After that, when we join in an office, then we have to think about ourselves, and also we have to work with others also. So we have to, whether we like it or not, we have to work with the others, with our colleagues. We have to share our ideas. We have to take some advices from them, and we will give some advice to them. And according to the pattern of the work in that particular office, we have to mold ourselves into that pattern and work along with the colleagues. Next, then we are married. Then a boy or a girl come into our life as our life partners. Then we have to share our money, the comforts, the house, and find the life with the life partners. Suppose if we used to go to the restaurant or a vacation alone before marriage, now we have to go along with our life partner. And then one child comes into our life, a boy or a girl. One child comes into our life. Then one become two and two become three. Sometimes maybe four also. Then when we go to the vacations or some restaurant or some picnic or whatever it may be, we are going for whatever we are getting, we are sharing with the four people. This is the expansion in the outer world, in the mundane world. Now, we try to adjust our thoughts or feelings with the life partner, totally having a separate lifestyle or a psychological thing. Totally two individuals, they will have their own psychological feelings separate, their own ideologies, their own likes, their own taste. Everything will be changed. And third person come into our life, son or a daughter, they will have their own mindset, their own likings. So what happens? Is it right to live individually, each of these three quarreling all the time? Or is it right to adjust with each other, try to understand each other? We need sometimes compromises, we need sometimes sacrifices. For what? To live a harmonious life. Everybody wanted to live individually, without accepting others' ideas, without respecting others' likes or ideas and feelings. then there is no meaning for a group living, or a family living, or a marriage, or a group, whether spiritual group or whatever group may be. So this is expansion on the intellectual levels, expansion on the spiritual levels. It goes like that. I am an individual living in India as Indian. India is an Asian continent. Asian continent is the part of the globe or Earth. Earth is the part of the solar system, where you find the moon, sun and Mars and Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Earth is part of the whole solar system. Above the solar system, and you find the Pleiades and 7 stars and Great Bear, the pole star, and then go on like that, a big universe, endless. Everything is part of it. This is what we call understanding the spiritual consciousness, expansion of the consciousness. So, first of all, we have to understand this first, and then we should feel that our consciousness should be expanded. That thought will come to us first. I am not just an individual. I am the part of the whole creation. I am the part of the whole solar system. I am the part of the whole globe. I am the part of the humanity. If you read with this background, the invocation given by Master Joel Cole in Alice Bailey books, the 4 or 3 the stanzas, will, love, humanity, all these words you will find in this invocation. Then you will understand from where we have to go to where. This is what Master Joel Cole in the books of Alice Bailey wanted to explain to you in the book Initiation, Human and Solar. Okay, let us leave like that. So, the final thing is, to expand our consciousness, we should have a will, a thought, a liking in ourselves. Then automatically the planets try to help us to expand our consciousness. That is what we have to understand. That means the will and the thought and the liking should start from inside within ourselves. Right? Okay. We should begin to feel how our expansion will be at every step. Whenever we feel the need of our expansion, there is the help of the planets that makes us expand. Whenever we feel the need of our expansion, we have to feel the need of it, then automatically the planets come into the picture to help us to expand our consciousness. Similarly, as long as there is an urge from inside for us to expand, there are planets that work continuously, influencing us in a positive way, making our consciousness expand into the truth more and more, into the wisdom aspect. There should be urge from inside. When there is an urge, the expansion will become automatic. Then planets will come to our rescue. Our planets will come to help us to speed up the evolution, or to help us to reach the higher goals, or understand the divine plan and to work with the divine plan. They will help us in this way. This is about 36 lesson, 37. So the planets will prepare us in tune with our urge for expansion. What is the role of the planets here? The planets will prepare us in tune with our urge for expansion. The planets will prepare us to tune with our urge for expansion. This sentence is a very, very deep sentence. There's a lot of depth in it. The planets will prepare us in tune with our urge for expansion. How they will prepare? Is it by initiation? Or giving some mantra? Or is it through meditation? Is it by chanting some slokas? No. All these things are part of the preparation. This is not the whole. This is a part of the preparation. How they will prepare You will come to know slowly and slowly. They will prepare in many, many ways. Sometimes the preparation may be very painful, sometimes joyful, sometimes it is like a test for us. Sometimes we cannot withstand for the preparation. Sometimes we welcome it, sometimes we reject it. But when once there is urge from inside, if it is a sincere urge, then definitely planets come into the picture and they will prepare us according to of our urge for expansion. This is, we have to understand. That is how we have to understand the real utility of astrology. When we try to understand the 12 signs and the functions of the planets, we have our tendencies as planets within our psychological unit, and we have on this earth the forces of the planetary nature of the earth, which are giving their magnetic touch to our tendencies. This is a very, very, very beautiful statement from the Master. When we look into the horoscope, into our horoscopes, we have to find out our 12 signs and the planets in our horoscope. There are places in the signs, in the 12 signs and the 12 houses. We have to understand the tendencies of the planets. We have to understand the tendencies of the planets are there in our psychological pattern. Okay? You have to understand how the planetary forces will work on us, how the planetary forces work on the earth, and when the planetary forces are working on the earth, they work as giving their magnetic touch to our tendencies. They are working on ourselves and they work on the earth and they are giving the magnetic touch to our tendencies. Tendencies are there inside because suppose I am born in sign Libra, for example. Definitely I crossed my personality level. I crossed my individual level. I am going to the personality level towards the soul level. You understand very carefully. I crossed my individual level. I understood what personality level is. I am trying to move from personality level to the soul level. Then spiritual astrology signs come into the picture. Then we have to understand the tendencies and the qualities of the planets, 12 signs of the planets. We have to understand their influence upon us. It's all depending upon the planetary positions and the signs in our horoscope. Then we have to understand one more thing. Planets are influencing the nature of the earth also. We are the earthy beings. So again what happens, which are giving their magnetic touch to our tendencies. We have on this earth the forces of the planetary nature of the earth, which are giving their magnetic touches to our tendencies. So planets directly and through the earth also they are touching our magnetic tendencies. This is we have to understand. That's why in some of the schools, spiritual schools, in meditation schools, they will give a meditation. I'm not asking you to do that meditation, but if you wanted to know about this meditation, and go to the book of Overseas Message of Master E.K. There is a lecture, various meditation methods. There is a lecture. I did not remember the name of the book. Of course, we are releasing a book in next 2023 Guru Pujas in the name of expansion of the evolution of the consciousness of man, if I am right. The evolution of the consciousness of the man, a book we are going to release. In that we included this lecture, the various meditations, various methods of meditations. One of the meditations what Master explained, it suits this expression of Master's teaching. If you are willing to do that meditation, it is a very, very good meditation. You do that. Apart from your daily practices in your daily life, you can also practice it with your meditation also. Okay. Suppose. So if anyone is interested, you can also try to do that meditation. It is very good. Then why I am telling you this to do the meditation? Because here there is a statement by the master. We have our tendencies as planets within our psychological unit. And we have on this earth the forces of the planetary nature of the earth which are giving their magnetic touch to ourselves, tendencies. So if you wanted to take this touch of the magnetic touch from the earth into ourselves, the tendencies within us, so that meditation works very well. And you can try that meditation. Next, suppose we have little iron balls in our pocket and a magnet in our hands, and when we begin to move the magnet near the iron balls inside get magnetized from outside because the magnet is working from outside towards us. This is how the planets work with us and influence our tendencies. This is a very beautiful statement to understand how the planets work with us, how the tendencies will be influenced by the planets. He has given a very beautiful example. We have little iron balls in our pocket and a magnet in our hand. Okay. When we begin to move the magnet near the iron balls, what happens? Iron balls inside get magnetized from outside because magnet is working from outside towards us. So this is how, if you have the iron balls and the planets are like the magnets, when this is the word expansion. When slowly and slowly our consciousness is expanding towards the universe, that is the point you have to remember all the time. Unless we cross the individual and personality levels, unless our individual consciousness is trying to merge into the universal consciousness or individual mind, slowly and slowly going towards the universal mind, or from our solar plexus come to the heart center, and slowly come to the throat center, and slowly expanding towards and going towards the brow center, and slowly going and reaching the head center, thousand petals lotus. That's how the expansion, the consciousness expands and be one with the universal consciousness. In that journey, all these things will happen. This is what Master explained, how the planets influence us as magnets, how the tendencies in us as iron balls will be magnetized by the forces and the tendencies and original qualities of the planets. That is what Master explained here in the 36th lesson. That is 1 and 2 lessons. And you try to remember the lesson, and then try to meditate it, and try to meditate the 12 signs every day, and do the breathings with the 12 signs and the sunlight, what I explained to you many times, or go through the lessons once again back. If you do the meditation and live according to this teachings of the Master, and it is perfect. Swasti prajabhya prapalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha go brahmanebhya sumastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.